I chose to research self-confidence and sport performance because this has always been something I struggled with, especially during my years as a college athlete here at USF. I always struggled with my serve-receive abilities, I think due to it requiring much more mental stability and self-confidence than the rest of the game. If I was off in my serve-receive, my self-confidence would go really low and I would sometimes start to go in a downward spiral and it would just get worse and worse as the time went on. I also unfortunately had a bad experience with my coach my sophomore year where she didn't show really any confidence in my abilities and honestly kind of didn't really know I existed on the team, which just further lowered my confidence and increased my frustration, which just made it everything even worse. After this experience, I started to not care as much in the sense of I didn't care if I really felt supported or not. I was just going to go out there, give my best effort, and not care about whether she sees me or even plays me or anything like that. So that really helped me, but I never got back to where I was before all this happened. So the first article I found compared the impact of cognitive anxiety and self-confidence upon sport performance. It found that self-confidence was significantly more strongly related to sport performance than was cognitive anxiety. It also found that there was a difference in mean effect sizes between men and women, suggesting that pre-competitive cognitive anxiety and self-confidence have a greater impact on the performance of men than that of women. I thought this was really interesting because it's kind of contrary to most other previous research that finds usually the opposite, because women usually report higher cognitive anxiety, lower self-confidence, and less stability before competing, but this article found the opposite. The second article I found looked at the role of confidence in world-class sport performance. It found that all of the athletes performed successfully when their feeling of sport confidence were high, and performed unsuccessfully when they were feeling low sport confidence. High sport confidence was synonymous with positive affect, effective competition behaviors, and effective competition focus, while low sport confidence was synonymous with the opposite of all these. One part of the third article I found touched on 6 elements of self-confidence. The author, Andrew Hamilton, adapted his own 6 elements of self-confidence based on Deborah Felt's amended version of Bandura's self-efficacy theory. Hamilton's 6 elements of self-confidence are, in level of importance, performance accomplishments, being involved with the success of others, verbal persuasion, imagery experiences, physiological states, and emotional states. This is different than the 4 elements that we learned from Bandura's theory, which were successful performance, vicarious experience, verbal persuasion, and emotional arousal. It seemed like Hamilton kind of adapted it more to sports and got a little bit more specific than Bandura's theory. But all 3 articles addressed what is obvious: the more self-confidence you have, the better performance you will give. And throughout my years as an athlete, self-confidence was always the biggest thing I had to work on to make sure it wasn't hindering my performance, and I was still going to put my best effort out there. So it was really cool to learn some things about it through research and just popular articles. And so, yeah.